Hello Glue Troopers, Max and Max's Models here. Today I decided to head over to Hurricane Hobbies because I know that Ian and Wolf do a lot of soldering, so they gave me some tips on soldering, gave me some demonstrations and stuff, which was really helpful. And while I was there I also got some solder wick, the copper wick. So when I got home I figured I had everything pretty much lined up. Have my new copper wick ready. I got all the parts laid out and put all of the resistors into different bins so there would be no way I would get them confused. I cleaned the circuit board with isopropyl alcohol and did get a little something off of it, so it was all nice and clean. I cleaned all the electric components and everything, so I was ready to go and put a little bit of flux on. In fact, I think unfortunately I put too much flux on it, and we'll talk about that in just a second. So I made sure to get all of the resistors in place, quadruple checked it, made sure all the wires and everything were bent and ready for soldering. So I got it in the helping hands and was ready to go. I had my soldering iron all clean and had tinned the end of it. But I still apparently was doing something wrong. I actually tried to get some video so you guys could see what I'm doing. I think Ken later diagnosed that one thing I'm still using too much solder, and I was getting solder balls, and also all of that flux I put on there was scorching the face a little bit black. So I probably, if I was going to put flux on there, should use just a tiny touch, not so much. I have had several people give me tips on how to put just a little flux on there, but since there's rosin inside the solder, it probably wasn't necessary. And I was not real thrilled with it. I'd actually done better on my second one, but I figured, okay, we're in pretty good shape. But as I started getting through there, I started seeing a lot of them were turning into balls. I think I was just maybe going too fast, using too much solder. Wound up having to wick out some solder bridges, and you keep touching that with, especially with all that flux I put in there, you keep using too much flux, and which I think is what's burning off and causing those black marks. I'm not entirely sure, but I made it a point not to have the iron on there too long, and it was tinned and everything, so that was all okay. But I wound up with several cold joints. A couple of them actually broke loose with just a little bit of wiggling. It was really a disappointing experience. And I realized with all four of these boards together, I may have a grand total of about 100 solder attempts, actual joints. And everybody said the same thing. Hey, you just got to keep doing it more, get practice. So I think I'm going to get a project board and just start practicing. Because of the four boards I tried to put together, only one of them works. And I don't know why, I just did everything right that day. But next time I'm not going to put all that flux on there. And I'm also going to make sure not to use nearly as much solder. I just practice. So that's the way it goes. Oh well. So I put all the stuff aside. I'll get to it later. Right now I need to start working on regular models and stuff. I'm sure you guys are getting plenty tired of hearing about my soldering woes. So the Enterprise kit turns out does not have any circuit boards like this that you have to solder. The solder is simply soldering the resistors and LEDs together in a line. So that I've been able to do without any trouble. Alright guys, we'll talk to you later. Take care of yourselves, and as always, model on.